Hey guys, how's it going? Joe Sway back again with another video on Hear Me Raw, where you guys hear me uncut, uncensored, unleashed. There's just freedom, freedom of speech, freedom to be who I am, freedom to be happy, freedom to live and create a life that I desire. And I want to inspire all of you guys to do the same. And you guys are joining me on my journey. You'll watch me right now, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to to come on YouTube and watch my video and look at my face and as I talk crazy nonsense, which is the most beautiful things. um, Today, I want to talk about how, you know, I talk about synchronicities, I talk about oneness and, being one consciousness. It is amazing when you really stop to pay attention to see everything that is going on. The more and more you realize how really closely, how intimate this system is. The system that we are in, it could be like, you could say it's a giant snowflake, you could say it's a giant web, but however it is, whatever you call it, one thing that it has is connection, like connections. They are everywhere. I mean, they are unavoidable if you're really paying attention. If you're not too wound up in your head, thinking too much, overthinking about things and just analyzing things and labeling things and trying to figure things out. If you are not stuck doing that, then you will see the truth that is right in front of you. And the truth has been in front of us this whole time. The truth has been in front of us this whole time. It's so amazing how it was just staring at us in the face, but we can't see it. And that's one of the most beautiful concepts. I've heard it explain different ways depending on the person, because we all express ourselves differently. But what makes sense, and what makes sense to me, what I've realized, is really the fact that it's as if we have come here, and we chose to forget who we are. We chose to forget like what we're about, and we forgot who we are at our core. We our higher selves like tags along for the ride, but we kind of wipe our memory and forget that. But we're surrounded by who we are. We are in a world that literally is constantly reflecting who we are on the inside. It is reflecting whether or not we are listening to the ego or listening to our higher selves. That's literally what it is reflecting. If you're very ego driven, you will see it in your world. It's unmistakable. It's so easy to see if you're paying attention, if you know what to look for, if you start to discover who you truly are, you will realize whether or not the world that is surrounding you, whether or not that world reflects the real you. And that is when you have to start putting in the work and finding out who you are. Finding out what you like, finding out what you love, finding out what makes you happy, what makes you tick, what gives you energy. A lot of us are striving for energy, but guess what? Energy can be gotten at any time. We're surrounded by energy. You can get energy whenever, but it all depends on what you're thinking about. All your thoughts draining your energy, which happens to us a lot. Happens to me a lot, and I've been working on that. And so I practice no judgment. I do my best to not judge, and when I catch myself judging, I breathe and I stop. I release control. I surrender to the present moment. I surrender to the present moment. The present moment is really all that matters. Past and the future, if you get stuck in those, you'll get stuck with anxiety, depression, and a whole bunch of other things. But if you surrender to the present moment, if you just sit and just be and realize what is in front of you, realize the beauty that is in front of you, to realize what you're surrounded by, what you're truly surrounded by, which is really yourself. Because you are everything, you're everyone, you're everywhere. Because you just are. What more simpler truth could there be? What other big truths could there be than the fact that you just are? The fact that you are, the fact that you are aware, the fact that you are alive, the fact that you're able to see and hear, like these things, like we take them for granted, but they are magical things. Because without that, without your awareness, there is nothing. Without you actually, being able to actually make sense or even analyze anything, really, none of it would matter. So life itself is the most beautiful thing, and I think what's even deeper than that is the fact that we are all going through the same journey. We are all like, we're so similar. We are the same person. Like, we're literally are the same person. We are reflections of each other, just as the world is a reflection of us. It's literally a world full of mirrors. If you think about it, it's just reflection, reflection, reflection. That's why you say take some time to reflect. When you say take some time to reflect, is you take the time to remember what your environment has been like. You take the time to remember what kind of music you've been listening to, who you've been hanging around with, what kind of food you've been eating, what kind of thoughts you've been having. You take a time to reflect on your environment. And your environment is just reflecting what is inside of you. Your environment is reflecting what is at the top of your brain. What is grabbing your attention the most is that is what your environment is reflecting. So when you're reflecting, you're literally reflecting on the inside. You're reflecting on who you are on the inside. You can do it by reflecting on the outside, because as within, so without. As without, so within. It is all the same. It is all connected. Everything is internal. Everything starts in here. It has to be in here before it comes out there. And then just like, and after that, the fact that you realize, because we're all on the same journey, we kind of all go through the same thing. So no matter what you're going through, it's actually pretty easy to relate to somebody else. And this becomes even easier when you step into love, because when you step into love, you can finally truly connect to other people, because you're connecting through the heart instead of the mind. The mind analyzes. The mind is always trying to make sense of things, and it's trying to, put numbers together. But the heart just feels, and there's nothing more powerful than to feel. The heart is so electric. The heart, your intuition and everything. These things, there's nothing more powerful. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. The mind is a powerful tool. Don't neglect the mind. But your heart is where it's at. Your heart is what's going to lead you down the right path. Your heart is what's going to lead you down the path to happiness, not to suffering. It was going to lead you down the path so that you can thrive rather than merely survive. We're here to thrive, and we can do it all together. And the fact that we are all on the same journey means that we can all easily relate to each other once we come to love, once we put an end to the separation that's inside of us, once we stop being divided from our higher self, once we stop being divided from nature, we can connect with each other, we can connect with the animals, we can connect with our environments, and we can really just start making the connection and realize that there is no competition, that we're all in this together. We are all in the same boat. We are all breathing the same air. We are all drinking the same water. How can there be separation? Without them, how can there be us? Without other people being there, how can your existence mean anything? Without you being there to eat the fruits, what's the point of the plants? If there are no animals to eat the fruits, what's the point of the plants? The trees will be giving fruits. Who would eat them? The soil needs plants inside of it, because if the soil doesn't have plants to take care of, the soil will erode, and if there's no soil, the plants and the flowers cannot grow. If there are no bees, the plants cannot bear fruit, the flowers cannot bloom. So it's all connected. If you look in nature, if you look at life, it's all about connection. It's all about reflection. It's all about beauty and love and togetherness and cooperation. How many different, so many different intricate systems, so many systems that, they've all been designed perfectly to work in tandem, to work together, to just create a beautiful masterpiece that we call the Earth, the galaxy, I don't think we could call it anything to really describe how amazing and majestic and out of this world our existence is, how beautiful life is. And it's really, being on this path, being on this mindset of looking at the world in that way, looking at the world in the way that you realize that you can never truly understand the world. You can never truly understand the world, but also I ask you, do you really want to fully 100% understand what the world is? Do you really want to be able to make sense out of everything that you see, out of everything that's happening around you? Do you really want to make sense out of it? Because once you make sense out of it, doesn't the fun end? When you've beaten the game, yeah, you can beat it a couple more times, but after a while, doesn't it get boring? Doesn't it get predictable once you know everything? True wisdom is knowing that you don't know anything. And it's beautiful. True wisdom is knowing that you don't know anything. And when you realize that you don't know anything, guess what? There are limitless possibilities. Like, it's unlimited possibilities. Anything can happen. Why would you want to try to define things? Once you define things, you put them in a box and they can no longer grow. Nature and life is ever changing. We are always changing, except for right now at this moment. Like, we are too stuck in our own minds to allow ourselves to evolve. We're repeating the same mistakes over and over and over again, and we're not listening to our intuition. We're not picking up or calling. We are being led by fear rather than our hearts. But growth is everywhere. It's all about growth. It's all about evolution. And we can grow together. We can thrive together. There's no need for separation. As we compete, we are all suffering. If for me to succeed, someone else has to fail. That the person that failed, I fail as well. Whenever somebody fails, I fail. Whenever somebody succeeds, I succeed. So let's look at it the other way. Instead of competing, let's work together. When someone around you, when they succeed at something, when they get something, congratulate them, hug them, be happy for them. Enjoy through them. That's one of the best ways we can enjoy things. We can have so many experiences in one lifetime, in one lifetime. Even if you only live to be like 50 years, you can have so many experiences that you will have a life, that's worth, 1 billion years. Like, someone could literally be immortal and live 1 billion years and yet live a pathetic life, live a sad life because they were too selfish, they were too separated, they were alone. But somebody that lived, like, let's say even 25 years, but they were surrounded by friends and they were surrounded by a family. They were cheering the people around them on. They were helping others succeed. They were cherishing the success of others. They were enjoying the success of others. And through that, they were able to live through so many people that even though they lived for 25 years, it's as if they lived 1 billion. It's as if they lived a lifetime. It's as if they were immortal, that they were just able to enjoy. They were able to get more out of life. Perfect example of this is like yesterday, my friend was eating a mango. She was enjoying the mangoes. I think fruits are amazing. Mangoes are amazing. It's like sex. Fruits are like sex. They're that good. She was eating this mango, and I saw my friend looking at her, and my friend's just like kind of chewing at the same time. I'm just looking like she's literally enjoying the mango. She's not eating the mango, but she's eating the mango through her. That's how powerful we are as humans. That's how powerful the mind is. She didn't eat the mango, but she was able to enjoy the mango through somebody else. Just like when I was in the car with my friend, she was listening to the music. She was enjoying it. I didn't really like the music at the time, but I was able to enjoy the music through her, and I was able to experience something new without ever have actually experienced it myself. But guess what? Because we're reflections of each other, what someone else does, you can't experience as yourself, and that's the whole point. Life is beautiful. Life is extraordinary. Life is magical. Life is just like, there are no words to explain how beautiful and amazing life is. But that's why we can talk on and on and on. We can talk forever. I can talk forever about this stuff because words can never explain it all. You really just have to feel it. You really have to be in it. And to feel it, to be in it, is the present moment. It is now. So whatever is going on in your life right now, it doesn't matter. Let it go for now. Right now you're watching me, and I'm telling you, just smile, just be happy, love yourself, love others. Love is the answer. There's nothing more powerful than love. Nothing can defeat love. Be the lighthouse in your universe. Be the lighthouse that people will see from no matter what. No matter how dark their path is right now, your light will shine through their darkness. They will find you. And you will help guide them to happiness. You will help guide them to love, because that is where we are all going. And if we can all get there, we can all raise our consciousness together and create a heaven on earth. If you do like this video, hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next one. Keep spreading that love. I love you, and have a great day, great life. Peace.